Europe is on a hiding to nothing here, because they could very easily end up footing the bill. This is what Trump wants them to foot the bill, and being left carrying the can over Ukraine. Because what Trump has essentially done is Trump has realized that the Ukraine war is lost. The West lost the Ukraine war because it didn't have an industrial base big enough to supply Ukraine with artillery shells and things like this. So he's trying to withdraw. He's conducting a strategic withdrawal in Ukraine, basically so that America doesn't get saddled with the defeat of what it is. And it has been a crushing moral defeat for the West. But they want to basically withdraw and leave the Europeans and maybe the British to carry the can. But I would say it's mostly going to be the Europeans. I've spoken to people here recently, Polish people who live here, and they've been returning to Poland over the last decade or so as Poland has developed and has become more prosperous. But there's a great fear now. People have stopped actually returning over the last year or so because the Polish people here have started to suddenly realize they could get conscripted. They could end up being the line behind the Ukrainians. If the Ukrainians collapse, the Poles are next in the front line. And in fact, the Western Europeans would be very keen for the Poles to take up the next fighting line against the Russians, because there'll never be Europeans fighting against Russians. They're just incapable of it. So this is the
Mm.
situation that I think is developing, and it's a very serious situation for Europe.